Okay, so basically here our chainsaw came apart. This bolt here was loose, so we are just going to put it back together. First thing I'm going to do here, I'm going to loosen this back up, the tightener tensioner knob, so that when I do go put it back on, my chain fits on. You see these holes right here? They go right there. Right there. Okay. Now, pull my chain on. So one thing I'm noticing right here is it looks like a kink, but I don't know yet until we put it back on and do it. Sometimes when these fall apart, when the chain goes like this, it gets kinked. If that's the case, it's a bad chain, throw it away. So we're gonna test it here. But what you can see here is I got this on, I got this on. Now you see it's loose up here, that's on purpose. My hand's keeping this all tight. So as I tighten this, it's gonna tighten that. I'm gonna over tighten this so that it holds itself in place, allowing me to put this on. Then I will loosen that to get it to where we want it when we start the chainsaw. So now I'm going to tighten it. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. So I'm going right. You see how it just pulled itself tight? Another turn. Now it holds itself in place. I'm gonna do another one just to make sure. There we go. Now we're gonna put this on here. First thing we'll do is we're gonna look here to put this down in its little spot. Got it in its spot down here. Now I'm gonna look to put that on. That's on. Now I'm gonna tighten this just a little. This is just gonna be a finger tight. This isn't gonna be a crank because I already know I got this too tight. Once that's finger tight, now I'm gonna back this off a little, test it, still tight, test it, getting loose, test it, real loose. Now that might be where we want it. So I'm gonna go here. Now I'm actually gonna crank this down because I want it tight enough so I can start it. Got it cranked. Now you can tell when I cranked that went a little tighter. Now we think it's ready, but now we gotta test it. So I'm gonna start it and see what kind of movement I got. With this tight of a chain, I might not have much movement, which means I might need to loosen it, but let's see. Here we go. Now we always, after we start it, we check our chain. That is exactly what we're looking for, about like that. Now I'm going back here and I'm gonna do a retighten. See that? I still got a quarter turn on that, so that's good. That being loose is why this chain fell apart. Now I know that I got it to the right tightness where I want it. So maybe anytime you go to get somebody a chainsaw, you might be like, okay, you know, you might take a tool, just check it and see before you hand it to them. But there we go. Now we're gonna try it again. Perfect, and that's it. That's all you gotta do.